Welcome to this video about how we can produce data to your topics inside Kafka. I'm Partitioning. I work as data infrastructure architect. I have several certifications and I have this YouTube channel called Datacraft Backbone. Now we are ready to get hands-on, and on the right side you can see the consumer is hooked up for the topic we have, and it's saying when it's connected should use from the latest. And then we have on the left side, it's the sample code from the GitHub. If you don't are here right now, I will recommend you to go follow the link below and go into the GitHub and clone the repository. Inside the settings file, we have the bootstrap server is pointing to the local server running inside the Docker. And then we have the plain text as the security protocol. And then we have picking up the topic. Those two on the right side, and on the left side is matching the names. Or then you have done something wrong. Then we can test about the producer and test it's sending the data out we want, the message we want from a single event JSON file, and that's true. This part from line 8 to 12, it's the way we connect to Kafka. I will not go in deep about that right now, so we just skip that. But now we want to use this object and sending it to Kafka. So the first one is the topic, where we take the topic name from the settings files, and the topic is used where the message is going. And then we got the value. That's the message. In our case, we handling the message from the single event JSON file, and we load it in as the directory, and it's ready to put inside to this one as the value. Before we are finished, if we don't flush it after this produce, it's just putting in the buffer, and you're not sure it's sending right away. So we can test it out first without the flushing. So you can see that's what I'm meaning. So you can see here it's sending, but it's over here, it's nothing to do. So if I'm doing the flush here, it's meaning sending right after I have sending it. So let's try it again. So you can see it's sending the message right away, and we have setting the first message to the Kafka topic. As you can see here, we have no key, and it's sending to the partition 0, and we have no headers, and the value it's the message. I think it could be nice if we add some key for that, so we are sure this user content always landing on the same partition. That's meaning if you sending, let's say, 1000 messages into the topic, and you take it out of different consumers, then you're sure this message related for this client customer is always taking the right way. Else you could do something asynchronous, and that's makes some trouble sometimes, but it is up to you. But let's trying it out. I will just say the data, and then we take this ID, and this field is you need to encode it. So I will encode it for UTF-8 to be sure this is the key. So let's try it again. I will just send it and see what's happening. Now you can see we have the key when we produce some message. That's meaning if I'm sending one more, and we have it here below, that's always coming for that partition. Now let's working with the headers. Normally when you're having use headers, it could be different cases. I love to use headers to identify what kind of message we are working with, because you could create some headers to update and delete and insert or new. So let's say this data is coming from a client, and you don't know which action is coming from. So the client could be some kind of created data, or it could be updating data, and in that case, So I think the header is very useful to know something about. So let's use headers, and you need to create a list here, and the list should have the tuple, and the key here is action. And it's very important we working with bytes here, else it wouldn't work. And then we just saying create it, and here we want the encoding should be UTF-8, and it should working out of the box. Let's try. I have some kind of problem with that. So yeah, as you can see, we're going down here. The headers now is action created, and of course we could create one more. So let's try it out, and we can say the owner should be. What should we say? This should be. We could say this ID is. We can say the UUID, so we know that's, yeah. And voila, we have get to save. So yeah, here we got, voila, it's having two headers now. So one of the benefits of using headers when you put a message into the Kafka, it's if you have the encrypted message, because you can put everything binary into as a message. So you can use the reference in the headers to say, I need to decrypt this message from this key, because everything is inside the header is not encrypted. So be sure you don't put any kind of secrets and keys and something like that inside the headers. It will be very unsecure. So remember, never put any kind of sensitive data into the headers. It's only some kind of meta where you can use it for lookup in different places, or in a way you can filtering your data out for that. So let's clean a little bit up here. I will clean it up, and I will use this one to clean the terminal, and I'll just put one more to be sure it's setting in, and it's here. So we have the file here. It's called bulk %, and I will remove this again and remove the single one. So as you can see here, we have the is active and the company and address, and like the file before. So we just have a little bit more. So the next step we want to do here, it's just load the bulk events inside. And we know that event will be a for loop, so that's what we want to do here. It's just saying for loop event in data, and then we just put it over here. And we just print out the event, and we have the event here and the event loop, and we don't need this kind of header. We need some boolean here. I will just say the active. We just find it here to be sure, and if it's true, I think that's fine. For that, let's just say the string, just to be sure. String here, and it's active, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's testing it out again and see what's happening. And you can see it's going very fast, and it's push everything inside to the to Kafka when it's done with the flushing. So that's everything you need to know about how you can produce messages to Kafka here in the beginning. You are coming for the end for this video, and thank you so much for watching it to end. I really hope you enjoy, and if you are watching it on YouTube, please subscribe my channel and give it a like. And remember, you always can buy the full course on my website, datacraftbackbone.com. If you are one of those that have been buying this course, I really appreciate that, and thank you so much, and hope to see you again.